matchup of two elite quarterbacks. Might not see a better QB duel all season long. Both guys hoping to use this big stage to display their supremacy. Welcome to Death Valley, the home field of the Clemson Tigers. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the USF Bulls, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing underway. The Bulls will kick this deep to begin the game. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. Defense with more pre-snap movement. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29. This one's a compelling matchup. Early season, two top 10 teams. Kirk, we know that at this point, the rankings can be a little bit suspect, but a chance for both teams to step up and show they belong.
I just love these kind of matchups when you get a top 10 matchup early in the year. Really find out if these rankings are worthy of where these teams are considered at this point in the year. Find out if these teams have what it takes to be one of the top teams in college football when this game is over.
And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Here we go. First third down of the game. Out of the gun now on third down. Grabbed by the receiver. Good enough for a fresh set of downs. They'll spot the ball at the 40.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. They're going to run it here. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Quarterback drops back. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Challenging play for the offense. They face third and long here from their own 43. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Makes a quick grab. And he's tackled just short of that first down marker. Good job by the defense.
Well, they're going to come up short of the sticks here, and we got a tough decision at this point in the football game for the head coach. What will they do now on fourth down?
The offense stays on the field in this opening drive. They'll go for it in their own territory. A play action, looking to throw. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. And this offense picks up the first down. They tackle him at the 44.
Ah, this is great. This is what the great ones do. Uses his legs to buy a little bit more time rolling to his left, and at one point, he flipped a switch from passer to runner. He got a pretty good gain out of it, too.
Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. They bring him down, but a nice play moves the football to the 31 in the first down.
Anytime you have a chance To get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Offense will keep it on the ground here. He's past the marker and still going. Tackle, but first down. And the Tigers come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. First down here for this offense. Trying to find some room. It's Miles. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Tigers.
What an opening drive by this offense, and especially this running back. Every single time they gave him the ball, he's getting positive yards behind that big offensive line. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, you better make some adjustments and do it in a hurry. You got to get more guys committed to the line of scrimmage to stop this run game.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Handed off. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Catch made, but the defense gobbles them up for just a short gain.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Swarm with a pass rush. A sack.
Interesting call here by the defense in their dime set with 6 defensive backs. Instead of manning up and applying pressure on the receivers, they sit back, make it tougher on the quarterback, make him have to read their zone coverage. He gets confused and allows the defensive line to get to the quarterback.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team. So here comes the first play of the drive. They'll begin from their 47. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Using his legs, it's Miles. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now.
Well, Well, I love how the quarterback takes his time on that ride to the back. I thought he might have to pull it out, but he hung on, gave it to the back, and it paid off for a nice gain.
Offense will set up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Delivers quickly to the left side. Makes the catch downfield. Touchdown, Clemson. Great connection there for 6 points.
Just when we thought this game might be slipping away, these guys come right back down the field with a quick strike and a touchdown, and it's back to being a close game.
And they'll set up with a PAT. With the PAT, they take a 14-0 lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Morrison. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Well, the quarterback has just too much time against this zone. There's not enough pressure. It's allowing him to sit back and pick apart this zone defense.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Caught by the receiver. Tackled after a solid gain. It's enough for a 1st down, and that should wrap up the first quarter of play. So Clemson has the lead here, Kirk, as we head to the quarter break. And as we reach the end of one, the lead is starting to mount. Let's take a quick look at the first quarter stats before we move on. We'll see if this game gets out of hand before halftime, the crucial second quarter beginning right now. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. Looking to throw here. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. And the quarterback dropping back. The pocket breaking down. He's looking to scramble. Powers through. The senior calls his own number. Picks up the 1st down.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
Bringing pressure. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Now it's 2nd down here. Looking to throw. It's Morrison. Lets it go quickly. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
I think that was a coverage sack as much as anything. They sat back in a dime defense with 6 defensive backs, and none of them blitzed. They just sat back in coverage, and the defensive line eventually came up with a sack.
This one will be fair caught. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. This group has been clicking. They really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. They'll run it here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And he drops back in the gun. Grab behind the line. It smiles. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
Chris, one of the things I love about this running back, it's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
Tackled at the 32. It's enough for a first down.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. That's certainly part of calling an RPO. If everyone's not on the same page, you get an eager lineman look too far downfield. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And this one is caught. And now the defense able to bring him down.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
That completion makes it second and short. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Now, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
The offense now looking at a third and short from their own 40, trying to keep this drive going. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. Third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
No, kick it away here. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. The shotgun handoff here. Nothing doing on that play. The big D tackle there for the stop.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. Second down and 11. Looking downfield, it's Morrison. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
That's the third sack now, and we're not even to halftime. The offense is losing. They're getting ripped up front at the line of scrimmage. The offensive coordinator better make some adjustments, or this thing could snowball.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. First down. Looking to throw the football. He escapes the pocket. It's a deep shot to the right. They lost the receiver down there. He's got it for a big gain. Touchdown, Tigers. Way too much speed on that play. Look like a total bust there. Easy pitch and catch like you'd see in a Tuesday practice.
Yeah, that quarterback's eyes must have lit up on that play because you've got one of your players way downfield without any defender around him.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Yeah, the extra point, and the lead now 21-zip. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. And the one moves the ball up to the 33.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Handoff from the shotgun. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Tell you, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground. And by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Fighting for yardage, the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. The offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on fourth down in their own territory. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. And the delay of game penalty will push the offense back 5. The Bulls will line up to punt it away. The fair catch made at the 30-yard line. Fakes the handoff. It's Miles. Gets the first and still running. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Looks like the final play of the half coming up. Linebackers trying to confuse this offense now. On first down, why not keep it on the ground? And they get him down, what will be the final play of this first half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Tigers will kick this away to begin the second half. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Here comes the USF offense back on the field now. After falling way behind in the first half, they need to find a spark right now to cut into this big lead. That player moved a little bit too early. It's a false start. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Inside give now from the shotgun. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Dropping back, it's Morrison. Looks to the left, pass caught. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. And looking to throw now on first down. The receiver makes the catch.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Important second down play coming up. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
The punter has been very busy so far. Can they finally convert here on third down? Looking to throw it again. And the senior quarterback, lucky it didn't get picked off, almost made a freshman mistake. The offense trailing here in the second half. This is a crucial fourth down try. Now the offense will spend a timeout here, wanting to come up with a perfect call on this important play coming up. Crucial play, down double digits in the second half. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Back to throw. It's Morrison. Looks to the left, and it's complete. They've got him, but they convert on fourth down, and the drive keeps going.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
The Bulls are moving quickly down the field. Looking right, this one caught. They bring him down at the 18. The offense set up in the red zone with a first down. Still looking for that elusive touchdown, but finally this offense is moving. First down and 10. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Makes the grab. Can he get there? He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have first and goal right there. The Bulls will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. Design quarterback run. And he'll be brought down.
Well, not much of a gain there, but this is what they do. They love to go fast. The defense has got to be aware.
Yeah, looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Motors into the end zone. Touchdown, USF.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
And now here comes the point after attempt. BAT is good, makes the score 21-7. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And the kickoff heads out of bounds. The offense will begin from the 40. Here's the option play. Pitch play to the back. Tackled up near midfield at the 48.
Good job by the defense forcing this pitch to get the ball out of the quarterback's hands. The problem is they gave up some positive yards there, but at least they brought him down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking for some space. It's Miles. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Short completion there. Second down coming up. Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Off the RPO, caught to the right. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson.
You talk about being in the zone. This guy continues to make big plays. That's another touchdown pass for the quarterback.
They'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. The first play of the drive now, the 25. Off the play fake on 1st down. Short throw to the back, caught behind the line of scrimmage. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
The receiver grabs it. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the 1st down.
Man, I love these big receivers. This time he's able to use his big frame to almost box out the defender on that slant route. If you've got good timing, and this is hard to stop.
A completion good for a 1st down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. Snags the quick throw. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. The Bulls come to the line to run the hurry up. QB keeper all the way. They make the stop, but not before he moves the football across midfield. 1st down to the 48.
The offense comes up with a huge gain. It looks like they're going to go up-tempo. Keep this momentum going and keep the defense as much as you can on their heels.
They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31. Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Well, there's no time to sit there and talk to each other as a defense. You give up a big gain for a 1st down, and already you got to get lined up because here comes the ball again.
They bring him down right at the 20. This offense set up now in the red zone. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Pressure is coming. We'll try a pass here. The pass ball is incomplete. They could not hook up on the final play of the 3rd quarter. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Dropping back, it's Morrison. And this time it's complete. And the tackle is made, but the offense now is set up. 1st and goal from the 9. The Bulls looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Caught quickly. Tackle after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line.
Boy, tight windows is always down here. They have trust in throwing it. You just have to be smart.
Check this out. It's a 5-wide receiver look on 2nd and goal. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, South Florida.
Great job here by the play caller, going to that 5 wide receiver set. You put all these guys out in space and create one-on-one matchups. It's very tough on this defense to try to win all the matchups and give the quarterback credit for being able to find where he wanted to go to be able to come up with that touchdown.
The extra point is good. Still a 2-touchdown deficit, 28-14. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And the kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. It tests the middle but gets stopped. That run goes nowhere.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. The offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Short connection to the tight end here. Tackles made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now.
Oh, big hookup here. They're forced to throw the ball on 3rd down. And the connection's going to keep this drive alive and also, more importantly, just keep that clock moving.
Grab behind the line. It's Miles. Breaks loose at the 40. They finally tackle him all the way down to the 20-yard line.
I mean, Chris, look at this guy. I mean, you talk about having a great day throwing the football and leading his team to a nice, comfortable lead late in the game, and it continues. The coach is showing confidence of what he can do.
Here on 1st down. He bought some time, now lets it go. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. And they've got him at the 4, but a big gain of that catch and run.
I just continue to be in awe of this offense. Even with the lead, these guys are going to play for 60 minutes. They do not let up. Here they are. Typically, you want to run the football here to work the clock, but these guys stick to the game plan and keep throwing the football, trying to get more yards.
First down and goal here. A touchdown just about puts this game on ice. Leaning on the run game here. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. And the Tigers will come to the line to run the hurry up. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line. Not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
Can the defense hold up here on 3rd and goal? It's a toss play to the right. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
I'm a little bit surprised here, Chris. I thought they might put the ball in the air here on 3rd and goal, but instead they run the football, keep it on the ground, and they get the touchdown.
Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Bulls offense back onto the field. Desperate times here. They need points, and they have to to score quickly. To throw, it's Morrison. It's a quick grab. Play moves the ball to about the 45. That's good for a first down.
I understand the concept of bringing the blitz, and you hope that it gets home. But if you don't, you leave your corner in man-to-man situation against this wide receiver. That is a tough ask for this corner, and he's going to lose that battle more often than not.
Here's the second down play. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. First down, looking to throw the ball. Makes a quick catch. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Looking to throw again. Catch made on the left side. They bring him down, but that play will set up a first and goal now at the 10. The Bulls looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. On first and 10, looking to throw. Defense is coming after him. Oh, they can't bring him down. Both runs have it, but couldn't escape. Dropped for a sack.
It is a sack party out there for this defense. Everything going their way. You know that this offense is going to try to throw the football down by such a big margin late in the game. And this defensive line is bringing the heat. They come up with another sack.
This offense faces a second and 15. The O-line needs to regroup. Makes a quick grab. Brought down after the catch, but at the 8-yard line, the offense threatening here.
Hey, there's the execution that's been lacking most of this game, but they'll take it. You know, you try to do everything that you can to learn and try to build for the future. And at this point in the game, it's obviously over, but you love to see the offense coordinator still giving this quarterback opportunities.
Here's the target, and it's complete. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Chris, now that we're in the final couple minutes of this game, it's a good time to just kind of step back and appreciate the job this defense has done throughout the entire game. They've applied pressure. They've been physical at the line of scrimmage. Good job in space, and a big part of the reason that they have such a big lead today.
Looking to scramble. He'll be brought down on fourth down, and the drive ends with a sack.
Instead of getting points here and going for the field goal, this offense decides to get aggressive, and the offensive line gives up the sack. It looked like they miscommunicated. The defense, to their credit, is able to get after the quarterback, and they come up with not only a stop, but now they get the ball back themselves.
Nowhere to run up the middle. Well, they run it right into a blitz. And that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. Second down and 11. This is an impressive performance. They played a good football team here today, Kirk, but they just dragged them behind the woodshed and dominated from the start. This is going to catch people's attention.
Yeah, I think most people are going to be in awe when they look at the results of this game. Unbelievable job by this team, dealing with the expectations, the pressure, and as you said, playing a good team. This was a big-time win and an opportunity to really continue to move up.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.